Hi, this is Orit from Berlin, from Kreuzberg. I was walking to take my son out of school and it's raining. And for some reason, I felt now that I want to share something because it's really gray. It's been really gray. It's quite dark. It's like we're going into the darkest week of the year. And I saw some people also writing online about how difficult the winter is for them. And I was thinking about how I was used to be sure that I have winter depression. Like my first winter here 9 years ago was like the darkest winter, I think, in German history or something like this. There was only like half the light hours. And I was after a hard year, and also coming from Israel where there's so much light, like too much light for me, it was really difficult. Like everything, also the lights in the cafes and everything is so kind of like candle, almost like bright. It was really difficult. But from then on, I was like, oh no, I have winter depression. And in August, I would be like, oh no, winter is coming. I have to prepare. I have to make sure, blah, 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 blah. And I had loads of plans, and if I had a bad day, I was like, this is winter depression and it's going to be like this. And there, until there is light, that I haven't seen the sunshine in that much time, blah, 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 blah. And, just yesterday I shared here on my page and everything that I had a really bad day. I just had a day when I felt like everything felt like it sucked, and like I'm tired, I'm exhausted, there's no chance, I've been, wasting my life, what am I doing? I wasted this entire day, blah, 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 blah. And, if it had happened a few years ago, there would be there would be a really good chance that I would have stuck to that, that I would have woken up this morning, today, and, or yesterday, I wouldn't have let myself just kind of lift myself up and feel better, and that I would have woken up today as well feeling like, oh, I have winter depression, everything is really bad and it's so dark. And I know so much more about life now. Like I know that we take things and we make up meanings about them. Our minds, our computer brain wants to calculate everything and take all the circumstances and say this happens because of. But I know so much better than that now. So, like yesterday was a bad day, or I felt bad. I let myself feel better. This morning I woke up and I was like, what am I going to do to brighten up my day? So I kind of chose to wear something which was like this color, you see underneath, and like really bright colored socks. I have like happy socks, like a yellow submarine series, and with like these funny birds and fishes, and there's love written all over it, so it gives me good mood. And I was meeting a client, and then I went to the gym. I had a Zumba class after I haven't done that for a long time, and it just felt so different because I let myself not commit, not to attach myself to what happened yesterday. And for like now it's so obvious for me, but it wasn't obvious a few years ago, so I feel compelled to say that because you might be in that, no, it's like this is what's winter like. It's dark and it's gray and I'm exhausted and I don't feel like doing everything in my life and blah 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 blah, right? So I want to tell you there's another way. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't mean that we don't feel bad sometimes. We're humans, we're not supposed to feel good all the time. I mean, we have this self-correct mechanism that goes up, balances us up. It doesn't mean that we are not supposed to fall into our traps. It's just like we can see that we're falling into this thought trap, and now we can kind of wake up and let it go. I hope I'm making sense here. I think I do, probably. Even if it's a little messy, this is how I am. So I want to tell you, like, if you're feeling really bad and you're feeling that you're very you realize when I'm talking now that you are attached to all these ideas about the darkness, about it being gray, not being able to be outside, things are different. And I'm not saying that it doesn't affect us. Maybe taking vitamin D or eating more vegetable and fruit is a good idea. Like we can also realize that, but these ideas, they come more quickly to us when we're not so busy fighting this thing, or I have this winter depression, I have to do that and that and that and that, so I don't have it, or to fight it, which then makes us really exhausted. That's what used to happen to me. And for me, when I'm exhausted, when I'm like that, I really fall into what some people would call procrastination, or just I don't know, or jumping from one thing to the other, or not appreciating, not seeing what I do, or what I do have. So basically, it means that it feels like it sucks a lot of the time. And when you kind of shift your view about it, you can actually see so much of what you do have. It could be that it's actually the same. The days are the same, how they would be a few years ago and now, but it just feels differently. So I want to tell you that it's possible. And that if you're having a hard time with that, I'm here. It's part of what I do is to coach people, also around these things. I used to do that a lot, and although now I'm more in the get things done, I really feel that I can help you, that I can be like a one-stop shop for all these things. So it's like ditching all your mind fucks, getting the things you want done, letting yourself let things go, shift your view, get into action, or not get into action, even just relax, continue what you're doing, but feeling just different about it. So this is something that I do, and I would really like to help you with this, because I know it changed my life. I have a tendency, my inner climate tends to go into this feels bad, so I really do know how it is. And I really know that I can help you with this. I don't want you to suffer. Like everything I do at the end is like I want to alleviate human suffering as much as I can, and help you feel better, help humanity feel better, as presumptuous it may sound, so we can have a better planet. So we all feel better. I know it sounds a little big, but it just came out. So if you feel bad, you can reach out to me, and we see how we do that and how I help you, and what you need and what you can get from me. That's it. Bye.